Question.
Yes.
Profanity. Yes,
Well, it's
no.
North Dakota After Dark. So I
Okay.
say go for it. If they tell us
Okay.
not to,
Okay.
we'll have a
That's all
do-over.
right. I'll I'll try my best to watch it, but I thought probably want to check that. Also, lewdness.
Well, let's keep
Yeah,
all our shirts on the first episode and see where it goes.
that I can promise that won't get us anywhere. This is, it's not OnlyFans. We're not there yet.
Not
So,
yet.
Kyle, you
But
guys, I can't unring the bell. I'm not wearing pants. I mean, what do you want from me?
never say never, okay?
I have a respectable 8-inch inseam on my shorts even. So this is PG.
I did not know where that joke
Exactly.
was going at
Yeah.
all.
So we're
Started.
good.
Yeah.
We are good. So, well, good. Well, I think we should officially start. Off we go. Welcome to episode 1 of North Dakota After Dark. Real big thank you to Pull Tab Sports for giving 3 upper middle class white people the chance to have their voices heard. We have a real diverse crew here, all different parts of Grand Forks. We got North End, South End, and somebody from the wrong side of Columbia.
Yeah.
So really, we can really provide a real distinct set of voices to the local, national, and international hockey scene. Let's do some introductions. We have Corey Irian with us from the wrong side of Columbia. He's in the hat.
I'm here.
He just came back from an attack on the Death Star, so still wearing his headgear. And we have Kelly Moreland from Riverside. Welcome, Kelly and Corey.
Coming in from the hood.
Yeah.
Kyle, is this a video as well as an audio presentation, or do they just get to hear your sultry voice?
We are going to give them the option.
Ooh, tough
So
call.
if you want to watch us in video, you can do that. If you want to watch us in your car, I don't recommend the video, but I'm also a big believer in that anything the government offers us in terms of laws should be just viewed as a suggestion.
Exactly.
So now that you've joined us, the basic premise of our podcast is it's called North Dakota After Dark. We are all hockey parents. We're going to try and provide a perspective on hockey in and out of North Dakota from a parent's perspective. So we'll cover local hockey, we'll cover high school hockey, youth hockey, NHL, junior hockey, whatever comes across our plate. I really like to commend ourselves for starting this podcast 2 or 3 days after the culmination of the NHL season. So really good timing on our parts, but here we are.
So just to check, we're not going to talk any baseball in North Dakota.
You can squeeze it in if you can.
Okay, just
Work
check
in there.
Yeah,
I feel like I came in the wrong attire.
No, I'm also wearing a baseball shirt, and I think the big thing to consider here is that if you can make a baseball analogy, I say go for it.
I can do that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So great. So again, we all known each other here for a little while. I think rather than do the complete origin story, I think we should tell that periodically through a series of vignettes as the podcast goes along. We'll do little flashbacks. We'll do a fade to black. We'll do maybe a little scene where we can tell where this all originated from. But I think in order to give everyone the most bang for the buck, we can jump right into it. Corey, your thoughts on the Stanley Cup final?
They're done. Excellent. We can get on to the greater, better part of baseball season, which is almost done. But no, I think you only get to be the Cinderella story so long before a team that's probably got a deeper roster construction and is going to set up, and eventually they're going to take over. And Vegas out of that series probably should have won.
I think so too. I think the big thing to consider there is Vegas was sort of built for this playoff run, obviously. Florida, despite being a President's Trophy winner a year ago, faltered a little bit this season. They found their form early on and they really did well for themselves. I think injuries caught up to them. I think, as you said, Vegas was just maybe eventually just a little too much for them.
Kelly, how does your cat feel about that?
Listen, I can't be the unbiased voice in this because Las Vegas is my team. So I'm gonna gloat all the way. It's my favorite city in the world, and they're just kind of a shoe-in for my favorite team. So I'm ecstatic that Vegas won. I wanted them badly to beat the Capitals in their inaugural season, but I have to say the Caps kind of had them. That wasn't probably going to work out. So to see them find this success, I was really excited. And I was just in Las Vegas last week, and they were on the road at that time. But it's to say it's Las Vegas, Nevada. It's an amazing hockey town. People love the Golden Knights. It was lots of energy, tons of Vegas gear. People are really excited about it, and so I'm a little biased. So I was very, very excited to see them win. And I'm not sad to say that I was a little pleased that it was a thrashing. Sorry, this guy's never going to leave me alone, so he's part of it now. But
That's just fine. We'll put a disclaimer at the end that no pets were harmed during the making of this podcast.
Yep,
Podcast
absolutely.
mascot.
Yep. So I'm ecstatic. I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was a fun playoff run. I think that Vegas just brought it. They really, really did. It was their chemistry as a team, I think, was really good, and you could see that. And so I was pleased. I have to say, it's your team doesn't always win, and especially a 6-year-old team. But and I was blown away that the creepiness of the prediction of their GM on predicting that they would win it in 2023. That's very odd. I'd like to ask if he is a time traveler and if he has any lottery number recommendations. So
I've spent time in his suite in Brandon, and he was not the same prognosticator that he is now. He would often forget that we were coming to the game. So I wouldn't put too much
not a young guy.
No, he's not certainly not a young guy, but oh yeah, you guys are here.
Yeah.
Quick myth busting. Do all Canadians know all Canadians? Is that how that works?
There are a few out there we've yet to meet, but it's
I was going to say that is
accepted,
kind of
yes.
the rumor.
Yeah. Anytime I see a dude in bedazzled jeans at Target, I know I probably know that guy. Welcome,
Those are
shopper.
my people.
Is that with or without the tap out shirt?
With a tap out shirt, also frosted tips.
Frosted
Just
tips.
Corey, to we're 6 minutes in now, and I think it's time to break out the law school analogies. That's the 3-point test for Canadian.
When we were in Winnipeg recently, now Matt didn't get this reference. You guys might not either. Girls will probably get it more, but I saw someone wearing a Von Dutch trucker hat, and I said, "We're not in Winnipeg. We traveled back to 2005. This is a time portal."
Oh.
And I feel really strongly about that theory that I had. So
I'll have you know, my brother still has two. An evening wear and a regular wear Von Dutch hat.
Absolutely, as one does. So
as one does.
Matt did not get that reference. He's like, "What do you mean Von Dutch?" And I'm like, I'm not gonna do this with you if you don't get it.
Boy, do I feel left out at this point. I have no idea what a Von Dutch trucker hat is.
What?
And I'm an
Where were you in
aficionado of the hat.
2005?
Corey, scroll back. Hey,
Duly
find your flip
married.
phone, open it up, and see if you have any Paris Hilton photos on there from your young
Right.
days. He's
Thank
probably
you,
wearing
Kyle.
one.
You got it. I'd say
Von
Matt
Dutch
didn't.
trucker hat.
Corey, it's okay. Matt didn't get it either. But I'm like, it's been a while since
I like
I've seen it.
And that's why I like your husband. He knows the things that I know and nothing more.
And to tease it out a little bit, I think, Kelly jumped ahead, but Matt Moreland's going to be our episode 2 guest talking about all things North Dakota high school hockey. So we will press him on that Von Dutch knowledge or lack
That
thereof.
reference, yeah.
Maybe we should do a little quiz show at the end of episode 2.
Well, and I'm hoping that he maybe went home and looked into it so he could understand. Because, like I said, he was around for this. He just missed the details. Corey, you were there too. I know you were there in 2005. So
I will not be looking up that reference. Once you say Paris Hilton, you lost me. Like now, Kyle though, Matthew Tkachuk, he doesn't get hurt. Things changed.
I don't think so. I think Florida was just out of gas. And one of the questions I wanted to ask Kelly is, Vegas was significantly over the cap. It's a tactic that Tampa's employed in the past. Just too many weapons there. And I think Tkachuk or no Tkachuk, I think that was a foregone conclusion.
Well, and Kachuk he was playing with a broken sternum, I heard.
Yep.
So I mean, that's a disadvantage too when it's someone who is, you know, they needed Kachuk. They just did. And so I read the story about his brother helping him out of bed that morning, because that's a tough way to go into a finals game.
It is. Now, Corey, to give you a chance to speak baseball, how many years would you be on the DL for a broken sternum in baseball?
The last game. You're fine. Rub some dirt on it. Let's go.
You're okay.
6 to
Broken
9 years on
sternum.
the DL.
You can
Yeah.
swing with that. Come on.
Yeah. So, and
Good
I
save.
love, I'm a nerd for like statistics, and so I love to hear all of that. But even to hear about Stone with the hat trick in the clinching game, and that hasn't happened in 101 years. 1922 was the last time that happened, and I like statistics like that. I think that's really interesting, and I don't know, exciting all around. I thought it was good. I did feel for Florida because but Vegas came in really hot. They just did. They were riding a lot of energy, and I think they were the team to win it. So
Now, straw poll, quickly while I have you both here. Mark Stone, ugliest guy in hockey. Yay or nay? Far is snickerdoodles. Corey, if you had to guess, what do you think a Swede's opinion is on a snickerdoodle?
understanding situations, right? The first thing's got to be, is this the kid wanting to do it, right? Is this
After dark.
Have a great evening, everyone. Good night.
Good night.